Oh, should I hit it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Great.
like, didn't mean to actually click it there, but I did.
Ready or not? Here comes Johnny.
Dragon Quest. Ugh.
Things I say as I enter the bedroom.
And exit the bed.
It's our background Dragon Quest?
Yeah, I can change
Hell
it if you
yeah.
don't like it.
No, I like it.
Fine.
Jesse doesn't.
It has fireworks and blades, so it's okay.
Does it? I
Yeah.
challenge.
It's got blades. It's
and
got.
there's fireworks spells and stuff.
Johnny, can you do one of the videos that we have in the radio files?
You know what? I could. I gotta download it real
Good,
quick, but I could.
There's one in there labeled fireworks.
Put the
Ooh.
soccer game up in the background.
Also, yes, just play the soccer game.
Mexico's in there.
I could do that too.
Also, I have the chat pulled up, but I don't have Twitch itself. Which Dragon Quest is it?
Good question.
There's the one with the purple hood scarf guy with the staff.
Oh, 5. Nice.
The file is named dqsmash.jpg. If that means
Oh,
anything.
so it's probably the Smash Bros version of them.
Let's see your background.
Oh yeah, it's just the final smash with all the characters.
Yeah,
it
there
just
you go.
happens to feature the turban guy.
You said there's one called Fireworks. Where is that in a folder somewhere?
Yeah, it's in a Final Fantasy folder.
Okay, Final Fantasy. Fireworks.mp4. Download. Downloading. This will take. It's going to take about a minute.
So how was everybody's day?
All right.
And then.
Yeah.
I need.
All right, well, that worked to eat up time.
Some of us don't want to discuss our day. How was your day?
It's fine.
All right then.
It's so
Just-
fucking hot. Jesus Christ.
We are.
You should get a job where you work indoors.
Yeah.
We are no closer to getting that 144 terabyte guy yet. I mean, we're closer in terms of like the date's still set, but he has not reduced any of his storage. It's just the
How
longer it
much have
goes-
you downloaded?
None. I'd get in a lot of
You
trouble.
were supposed to last week. That's why we didn't do the show.
Yeah, I don't want to spend all our Patreon money on hard drives for porn.
Why?
You said there were some Hollywood movies on there too.
All right, let's see. Where did I actually put this file? Okay, there it is.
Also,
Desktop.
I don't want to spend all that money on hard drives for porn. Since when?
Transform, fit the screen. There we go. I got the fireworks. Video file as the background.
Whoa, that's
Oh.
cool. Got our
She does look pretty nice.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
God, it's like 4th of July.
There's a lie on the internet.
It's just like the 26th of June.
Editor will now discuss in the box does a great job of drawing the eyes out to Cloud's floating sword hilt that's supposed to be obscured because that's a radio background. Oh well, it looks great.
All right, are you guys ready to start the show?
Yeah.
Should be.
All
Yes.
Except I forgot what game we have. Oh right, now I remember.
All right. So John, you ready?
Sure.
David, ready?
Yes.
Jesse, ready?
Yes.
All right. 5, 4, 3.
Oh, we didn't discuss any sort of order.
Oh shit.
Just start with the request and then let's just go.
Okay. At the top. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Game That Tune.
Hell yeah, everybody. Welcome back. Game That Tune in the house. What's going on? It's your boy John Harrington. Saying the intro in a weird way because, I don't know, feeling good. Let's see. Who's here with me right now? I should have planned funny names for you, but instead I'll pose a question. Johnny, what's your favorite kind of firework?
I like a good old-fashioned giant cowboy hat. That's a really good one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the kind that goes up and explodes in the air, and it draws a cowboy hat for you.
Is that a thing you've really seen? I'm a little sad if I've been missing out on that now.
It's a thing I want to see. I do like when they make. I've seen palm trees. Have I seen a cowboy hat? That's actually a good question. I've seen a lot of USA things.
Okay, so you're just making shit up. When I ask you a real question, you're making up fake answers. But okay, so it's Johnny, the giant fake cowboy hat of Game That Tune.
Howdy.
Say hey. There you go. Jesse, what's your favorite type of sword?
Oh man. It's so rote, but I really like that Buster sword. It just seems so impractically fun. I feel like if you actually could use a sword like that, you could really fuck some shit up.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting sword in that it doesn't seem terribly sharp.
Yeah.
Seems very blunt, but I kind of like that in a big sword. So
I feel like any way you use it on someone, it's gonna hurt them.
That's right. Bustin' makes them feel good. It's Jesse Moore. Say hey.
Hey.
And we got David Fleming. Say hey.
Hey.
Hey, David. What's your favorite kind of firework? You have a real answer instead of Johnny.
I was gonna say, do I not get a question?
Yeah,
you don't.
I'm gonna introduce everybody with a question. Also, David's here.
Yeah.
I think it was just because of the multicolored nature. I've always been partial to smoke bombs.
Okay, it's the worst answer. David Fleming, say hey.
Thanks, John.
Can you imagine going to
Smoke bombs are your favorite firework? They're barely a firework.
Okay.
We always got them
will-
for 4th of July. We would light them off and have a bunch of plumes of different colored smoke, and it's better than those little black snake bullshit things.
So it's it's second from the bottom. Smoke bombs.
I got a good story. It's short. We had these they were almost like military grade smoke bombs, and we lit one in the woods next to our neighbor's house.
And a plane landed.
And then we all heard his old lady yelling at him "Did you cause a fire in the woods over there? Damn it!" And he's like, "No." And
There's purple smoke coming out of the woods. Was it you?
And I think a few months later, he ended up killing her, and that was real fucked up.
Okay, cool. Great start, Jesse. Thanks, man.
I just have. Can you imagine going out to see your town's 4th of July fireworks show, and it's nothing but those snake things and smoke bombs?
Like a parking lot. Some guy comes out and throws those little popper things on the ground.
Mm-hmm. That would be, you could do all of that and call it performance art, and I would believe it, and I'd be all in on it.
It would be pretty dope to do a helicopter drop of poppets. The helicopter just flies over a crowd and drops what ends up sounding like a nuclear bomb's worth of exploding poppets. But man, great answers across the board. It's Game That Tune back in the house, where we're going to listen to some video game tunes and try and guess each other's games based on the songs. I won last week's episode, and I was in the mood for something seasonal, but also something, I don't know, secondary. So, 4th of July is coming up next week, so I chose a theme of games with fireworks. But just to spice things up, I made it a double theme. So it's also games with blades. So we've got a interesting set of themes here. I would say there are plenty of games that qualify for both themes. Fireworks, pretty standard thing to, I don't know, show that you've achieved a victory in a video game. Blades, kind of goes without saying. There are many weapons in games that are blades. And then blades have a number of other meanings that could also come up on tonight's show. I'm assuming, knowing Johnny, that he chose a game with grass.
God damn it! Then
Or
I gotta pick a new game, man. Why are you blowing up my spot like this?
I'm
Or
just
with-
saying, I'm not. If you chose anything less silly than a game with blades of grass, then you're not quite Johnnying it up.
Yeah,
One
no,
of the old-
I found the one Walt Whitman based video game.
Oh, well, there's the problem, Johnny. Yeah, that's going to get you DQ'd because those are leaves of grass, my friend.
Oh,
You fool.
I was going to say that the Xbox or Xbox 360, one of their like UIs was called the Blade. So
the Xbox
Okay.
360 original UI was called the Blade UI.
Does it have any music?
I think we're gonna find out on tonight's episode.
I think so. Yeah, I smell bonus tunes coming up. But yeah, so we got fireworks and blades, explosions and swords, sparks and sabers. There we go. I had 3 things. It's gonna be good. Fireworks and blades, fun times. Yeah, we've all had fun as I don't know, teenage amateurs at one point playing with both of those things, and we're all still here standing, both eyes intact. Assume we have all our fingers. I've never really looked at any of your toes, but I assume you have all of them. So, you could say that we are firework and blade professionals. We've all been about that life. So,
I've never really looked at any of your toes. That's going to be a new Patreon tier. Game That
Exactly.
Pictures.
you want to see David's freaky firework toes? You got to
Game
go on
that toe.
Patreon, baby.
it's real
Oh,
tricky
man.
for me because I wear socks all the time.
Okay, so take them off. What's the problem?
I have very sensitive toes.
Okay, but do you have all of them?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then, again, that means you are a firework and blade professional. So, congratulations, Jesse. I'll get you a little certificate.
Oh.
Safe Florida man, the certificate.
The chat's recommending that Patreon tier just be David holding sparklers between his toes.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
a good
that a
idea.
lot.
Just
Eventually,
enough.
it will start burning the hair on the toes. Because the hair it's like 2-3 inches long. I'm guessing, just guessing. But yeah, sounds dangerous. Sounds sexy. Kind of like tonight's episode, a sexy, dangerous episode. So we got some fantastic games. We got some fantastic tunes. And Johnny, we just got to jump right into it. So let's get dangerous and sexy.
Game 1.
Oh, hold on. I had to find way down. Let me redo that.
Game 1.
All right, guys. So this is actually the 6th game in a loose series of historical themed games with what genre descriptive, incredibly generic series name? That's a little trivia question for you that might push you in the right direction. Name the boring series / genre that this game is the 6th game in. Well, I hope everybody's feeling fantastic and energized by that.
That was incredible.
Sweetie. Let's see some answers. Ooh, okay. Johnny says Dynasty Warriors. Forgetting, of course, this is the 6th game in a series. David says Dynasty Warriors 6, remembering, of course, that this is the 6th game in the series. And Jesse says Toast of Tsushima. No, sadly, none of those are correct. No, Dynasty Warriors would have made a ton of sense as a request had we gotten that as a request. I know people love Dynasty Warriors, and there's a lot of music and a lot of blades in those games, but no, this is Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom, a PC game published by Sierra, developed by Breakaway Games and Impressions Games. Does anyone want to take a guess at the name of the series that Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom is a part of?
I was hoping we could guess who requested it.
Okay. Well, David, I think, has a guess on the thing that I'm asking.
Age of Empires?
It is not the Age of Empires. That would be a kind of cool genre
The Total War,
of game. Total War, also almost descriptive of a genre, but no, not correct. Johnny, what series / genre is this game?
Oh, John.
God damn. I'm gonna say Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom. It's probably just called Kingdoms.
I mean, you're the closest. Yes, it is a game about kingdoms. The name of this series and genre is City Building. A series of city building games published by Sierra. Maybe you know the first game in the series, Caesar, followed by Caesar 2.
I've seen those in stores.
Hell yeah, man! I played the hell out of some Caesar 2 back in middle school, and then there was also Caesar 3, and then they branched out from the Roman Empire and started doing Egypt. They had Pharaoh in 1999. That got some expansions, and then they had a 2000 game called Zeus, Master of Olympus. I feel like that kind of gets away from the true historical nature of the series, building Mount Olympus. And then, of course, this Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom in 2002. So it's a like ancient, or I mean not ancient. Apologies if I'm not getting my Chinese dynasty times right. This it's a city building game with Chinese cities from about 2000 BC up through 1234 AD. So maybe not
Times.
I
not
like how you
ancient.
say it's not ancient, but it's 2000 BC.
That's that's what I'm saying. I don't know where the cutoff is for ancient, but it's not like 10,000 BC.
No,
It's not
but
Pangea.
yeah. Well, okay,
think if you
hold
ask-
on.
Yes,
Hold on.
Those were two separate thoughts, Johnny. Yeah. Jesus wasn't riding the dinosaurs here.
How do you know?
I do.
Well,
think,
it's not in the game, Jesse. It's a Chinese game, and then two, I don't think those guys make cameos.
I was going to say, yeah, it's a Chinese game. It's not like it's a Japanese game.
Right, exactly.
I do think that's the right time frame to where you could call it ancient. I do want to say that the ancient civilizations are around that time, or maybe maybe that's towards the end of ancient civilizations, but.
I still want to sound like a dummy, but yes, no, I believe it qualifies as ancient China up through, say, feudal China. So,
I feel like most kids these days would think ancient meant the GameCube.
exactly. The youth, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skibbity.
Anything that came out before they were born is ancient, like the Wii.
Whoa. God, shut up, John.
Yep. But yeah, so this was our fan request. It came to us in Discord from Kerrigan. Fantastic. Fantastic request there from Kerrigan. By their word, they've got a request that qualifies for both themes, because you get to make swords for your military, and every year your city holds a New Year's festival, and there are fireworks in the game. So that's cool. Here's the problem:
if it is ancient China,
I'll give you the fireworks, but I'm pretty mad about the blades part of it. This is a city building game. There's not a whole lot of blade action in it. Like, it's a city management and building game. Like, yes, eventually military and weapons are a thing that you have to, develop and it's one of your resources. But there's not a lot of slashing going on. It's more like build some fucking roads and plazas and shit.
I mean, to be fair, when you specified the theme of blades and fireworks, you didn't say blades that you then use in combat directly.
Right? No, certainly.
The game does feature blades, so
I'm just saying it already met the firework requirement, but it's a little lacking in the blade department. That's all I'm saying.
It's a city building game, right? So
exactly.
Most cities, you have some public parks that come into play. So like. And we have a public park.
Especially in ancient China.
Yeah, and when you have a public park, you got to get into turf management, right? So I'd argue that if you have any kind of solution for managing your grass, it is now a game with blades. Either the blades of grass themselves or the blades that cut the grass, like some scythes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that any of that comes up because, again, there are very few public parks in, as you're building, ancient Shanghai or Beijing.
Well, if there's not a lot of public parks, that's on you, John. All right, because you're the one building the city.
I mean, touche. Yeah.
See, I thought the direction you were going was like, if it's a city building, you're building public parks. There's a lot of muggings by knife in public parks. That's
true.
Where your blades are.
Well, I personally feel like any game set in China counts because they invented fireworks and swords. So.
Wait, you giving them credit for inventing swords?
I mean, yeah.
Did they?
I mean, I can't. I'm not prepared to disprove that in the middle of this podcast. But
were you there?
It doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute it either.
Exactly.
Right? No, exactly. I wasn't prepared to fucking disprove fucking impossible things right here. I'll give them fireworks, but you're telling me they also invented swords?
It's either it's either blades and fireworks or nothing. So which is it?
Well, no, but the theme is ore.
No, but this
I
is
kind of
China.
feel like the ancient Sumerians might have had swords.
See?
Oh, listen to David listening to Big Sumeria, and
Mm-hmm.
Big
Sumerian-
Sumeria, that civilization died out thousands of years ago.
yeah,
David,
yeah.
we-
So did JFK Jr., but people still think he's coming back.
David, we've all seen like your podcast subscriptions. All right, we know that you are deep into the Big Samaria ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones that believe that like Earth has like a weird ice wall around it, and then like past it is like these other islands and stuff. That conspiracy blows my fucking mind.
I don't think the Sumerians believed that. I mean, they're an ancient civilization, so it's difficult to
Were
say
you there?
what they believed it. I don't really love this line of cutting me off by saying, "Were you there?" to everything we're talking about. I'm going to go ahead and put that out for the rest of the show.
But get this gimmick over, brother.
Yeah. No, I wasn't going to cancel this request or anything because, there's not enough Blade action. I think it's a fine request with a fine soundtrack. Jesse's kind of pushing me on it, but yeah, I was going to say the reason that I
what, are you
wanted to
gonna
include
cut yourself with a blade?
Gee, Jesse, that's too dark. That's no.
Yeah, I don't really find that.
Okay, sorry.
Because I was literally just about to do some composer trivia and move on, but I don't know, man. You want to do a fucking Seven reference to the bladed dildo or something real quick? Like,
I've never seen that movie.
well, enjoy the bladed dildo when you see it. So the composer of this game is Jeff Van Dyck, probably Van Dyke, but I'm going with
that's
Van
funny.
Dyck
Well, how's it spelled?
with a Y.
Then yeah, probably.
Can't say DYCK. That could be ye old dick.
Yeah, they could go either way.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
if it had
okay.
the E to force it into the I sound, then sure. But, like, because there's no E at the end, D-Y-C-K, I can see how you can pronounce dick.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Can anybody tell me another game composed by composer Jeff Van Dyck?
Caesar 2.
Nope.
Damn.
The Jeff Van
He's,
Dyck Show.
He's responsible for a single GTT radio mainstay, as well as a more recent game that I've yet to play.
Pizza Tower.
He is, of course, the composer of Pizza Tower. Congratulations.
Oh, wow.
No, he's not the composer of Pizza Tower.
Oh,
Yeah, wait a
Um,
minute.
Damn it.
Yeah. Were you there?
Could you imagine?
I wasn't. Fuck.
But yeah, no, the recent game that he composed that I have not yet played is a little game called Unpacking. He's still composing games, and Unpacking is the little puzzle game where you
I
move
played
into a
that.
new house and you unpack stuff.
That game's pretty cute.
Yeah, it is. He makes the music for that. That's in the last couple of years. You know what his first game is, Jesse? You'll like this. Johnny, get an extreme sound ready for the soundboard. Jeff Van Dyck's first composing credit that I could find, a little game for the Sega Genesis called Skitchin'.
Calculating computer activated.
What?
Computers.
that's the show. Good night.
All right, yeah. Too extreme.
How absurd!
What's
you.
happening?
That's better. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I thought I would get more of a rise out of Jesse with Skitchin', but I guess
I was very happy, but then there are a bunch of sounds that were seen.
then the calculator computer started for some reason. That was highly unusual. Yeah. Anyway, you know what? I don't like how this segment's gone. This request is canceled. Kerrigan, we love you, but I'm gonna
what
shoehorn
you
another
did.
request into the show later on. Yeah, exactly. You were there. But yeah, let's move on from this and its fantastic Jeff Van Dyck tunes to I don't know, something else, Johnny.
Game 2.
guys, so the recent remake of this game changed a few pop culture references, basically removed them. One character no longer mentions Bruce Lee prior to one fight. One of the bosses no longer references James Bond or The Thing. And one of the thoughts you can read in the game no longer references Madonna's song Vogue. Alright guys, who's got some answers?
You know it.
Let's see here. Alright, so so Jesse says circus knife fight, which is pretty close. And then David and John both say Super Mario RPG, which is way more close.
It took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to figure that out.
Right, it's weird. I saw like a moment of knowing in that last song, and I'm like, did it just come to you, man? That's, unusual. I thought those tunes were burned into all our brains.
So yeah,
especially that last song.
So this game has blades. I don't know if you know this, but the opening of the game is a giant sword comes down and smashes into Bowser's Keep as the Smithy gang takes it over.
Oh, he is a big sword, isn't he?
Yeah.
Huh.
And this game also has fireworks. You never actually see them, but it's how you get to fight the secret box Kulex. And that was the songs I played were the Moleville song where you buy the fireworks and trade them for the shiny stone, and then Monster Town where you actually get into the fight with Kulex, and then the actual fight with Kulex.
So wait, okay. I admit I've never played deep into Mario RPG. I'm sorry, you buy fireworks and then just give them to somebody?
Yeah, it's like a little trading side quest with one trade.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Not much of a side quest, to be honest.
So yeah, you buy the fireworks for 500 gold coins, which is pretty expensive. I think your max gold is like 1,000, right? Like you're not earning a lot on every fight. And then in that same town, you trade the fireworks for a shiny stone, and then later on in the game, that shiny stone is the key to unlocking a sealed door and fighting Kulex.
Ah, okay. I'm surprised that there wasn't a firework-based like weapon in battles. I feel like that's I don't know, kind of a no-brainer for Mario and RPGs and their brand of like vaguely violent but not terribly violent RPG battling.
Or at the very least, like when you level up, fireworks in the background. Like that seems like a very Mario thing.
Or when you reach a castle.
Yeah, there aren't really a lot of castles in Mario RPG. Well, no, I guess there are. There's Peach's castle, where you find like her underwear at some point, which is bizarre.
Hold on. What?
Yeah, dude.
What do you trade those for?
You don't. You just put them back because you're a gentleman.
Oh, that's good.
You don't keep them.
Do you
Very
smell
good.
them?
The game doesn't say that you don't.
But Mario's got that big honker.
I
I mean,
mean,
come
were
on,
you
you know he
there?
smells.
It doesn't
Smells
say
a lot
that
of
you
things.
do. It doesn't say that you don't. So it's really open for interpretation.
It
And
is
yes,
the
Johnny
Super
was there. He played the fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Super Nintendo, so they probably didn't have like the sprite animation for a sniff. So it's an implied sniff.
Mhm.
Episode title.
Applied sniff.
Yeah. Just rubs it all over his mustache and smells the residue for the rest of the trip.
Mamma mia.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, Johnny, you're right. There are blades and fireworks in Super Mario RPG. Well done. Have you given any thought to playing the remake that came out recently?
0. I really should though. It does look pretty good. You know.
It's a Mario game. It's a 3D Mario game with no necks.
Yeah. God, I hate NEX. And I love 3D, so it really kind of works out.
Saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the original Mario RPG. I've played it a couple times. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. It's so weird and bizarre, and you know, it's not the first sort of like third-party Mario game. Like there were ones before this, but I want to say it's the first third-party Mario game that was good.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's
'Cause
certainly for that time.
Yeah, because before this, you had like Mario's Time Machine and Mario's Missing and Mario Teaches Typing. Like they weren't Mario Hotel on the CDI. Like they weren't particularly good Mario third-party games coming out.
Right. Name some that have come out since that have been good.
Isn't isn't who makes Mario and Luigi games? Is that Nintendo or is that like a third party under license from Nintendo?
So I don't know who's making the new one because they haven't said. Which, by the way, I'm super excited for the new one because Alpha Dream, the company that was developing them for Nintendo, went bankrupt. So I and many other people assumed we're never going to get another Mario and Luigi game, and then lo and behold, hey, it's a new Mario and Luigi game, and I'm fucking excited. But I say that to say Nintendo makes them.
Right.
What about?
I think they keep pretty close control over them and publish them. So
Because like
for better or
Mario
worse,
Golf and stuff is like Camelot. But does that count as Nintendo?
I mean, I would
does
suppose
Nintendo own Camelot?
They don't. No, I think Camelot's a different company.
I would suppose the best and most recent third-party Mario games would be the Mario and Rabbids games and Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, because I think Sega develops those.
Those Mario plus
Yeah.
Rabbids games were fun.
I was, hoping that David would jump in with the Mario plus Rabbids games because those are easily the most recent example of Mario being handed to a third party and them doing something really great with it. I won't necessarily stand the Olympics games. Like they're fun, but they're not real good. But it's fun for a crossover and like a mini game fest for like an hour. It's it's better in theory than it is in practice. That's all. I'm not dunking on the Olympic games. I wish they would make a new one for these upcoming Olympics. But no, the Mario plus Rabbids games. Those are tight. Good job, Ubisoft. Make better games with your own stuff too, please. But yeah, Mario RPG games in general are pretty good. I've been playing that new Thousand Year Door, the remake of that. Pretty fun so far. So, yeah, I think Johnny, you should give some thought to playing at some point one of these either updated RPGs or a third-party Mario game like Mario plus Rabbids. See what you've been missing out on.
Yeah.
In just a couple months, there's a new Mario and Luigi game.
Apparently, there's also that. Who knows who makes it? It could be anybody. It could even be, I don't know.
You.
Bethesda.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Grasshopper manufacturer.
Okay.
God, that'd
That
be
would
amazing.
Yeah. I would trust him.
Platinum.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fucking Bayonetta plus Mario.
Suda 51.
They're remaking Lollipop Chainsaw. They could be handed the keys to Mario and Luigi.
There were rumors after Zelda and Fire Emblem that they were going to make a Mario Dynasty Warriors, and I still really want that to happen.
I'm not sure I do want that to happen, but I want it to happen for
I
you.
wanna
Like,
see it.
yeah, I don't really have any interest in playing that, but I'm interested in it existing. So that'd be good.
What would they
Like
What?
Mario
Swords.
swinging a hammer around. And
yeah, but
Yeah, blades, fireworks, sexy, dangerous Mario game.
Finally.
Yeah, there's not enough swords in Mario games. Like Johnny found the only one. Yeah, where are the other Mario swords, David? Rack your brain.
Yeah, not a
Yep.
lot.
He wasn't there.
Now this game does have more swords. There is like a samurai kind of boss that you fight.
Dope.
And there's also a guy that juggles swords, which is why when Jesse mentioned Jesse's answer has something to do with knives and clowns. So I think he was thinking Mario RPG because there is a fight where you're fighting like a clown that's juggling knives.
That's cool.
Yeah, is this actually a hat trick? I think this is actually a hat trick.
Welcome to
I mean,
Game
Oh,
That
God damn
Tune.
it. Oh, no. That's not the right button.
No.
I'm trying to think because in the Mario and Luigi games, like Mario and Luigi get hammers and fire and electric powers in the first one, but like I don't think any of the enemies even had swords. And I'm racking my brain thinking about Paper Mario. I think it's just like guys with spears and like spike helmets. I don't think there are swords in Paper Mario. I can't think of another Mario game that has a sword.
Yep. I mean, unless you're counting like a Smash Bros. Game. But no, I think Johnny found it. He found the fucking... Oh,
Man.
hold on. I'm sorry. I did Google Super Mario Sword, and I hate to break this to you. One, there's an entry on the Super Mario Wiki for the Master Sword, which appears in crossover things. But more importantly, there is a sword item in the NES release of Mario's Time Machine. So this, unfortunately, not the only Mario game with a sword, because of course Mario's Time Machine's a thing.
Is
Damn.
it though?
Is
I mean-
the sword Excalibur?
No, it's a katana.
no, he does commentary.
Right.
Yeah,
yeah.
I want to know how. Like, I feel like Mario RPG is one of the few, possibly only Mario game with a knife fight. I feel like if you look at Mario games with knife fights, you're not going to get a lot of hits.
Now, based on what you've said so far, do you mean like an actual like a knife fight like in the Beat It video, or do you mean you fight a knife? Like a
Both?
living knife with eyebrows or something?
Like, there's the living sword, which I guess you could kind of call a knife. It's just, what is a sword but a long knife, right?
It's a sword.
They're drastically different things.
Yes.
But you fight a guy juggling knives, right? Like, there's a fight and there's a knife in it.
Right. Sorry. My bad for forgetting that. Well, Johnny, okay, final question. Which is better, Super Mario RPG or the Beat It video?
God. That's actually kind of a hard question because the Beat
I
It
know.
video is really quite good.
Yeah, it's pretty indelible, man.
Oh,
Pretty good video.
And
Super
got
Mario
that-
RPG's got a great Yoko Shimomura soundtrack, but it doesn't have Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, it's got,
shredding
I was going to say, it
Beat It.
doesn't have any Eddie Van Halen on it.
Yeah, I'm saying it. If only.
Oh, God.
Should be Smithy Van Halen.
All right, let's get Eddie Van Halen on the phone and get him together with Yoko Shimomura and also Back from the
Yes.
Dead. And
I was going to say, crossover everybody's been waiting for. The reanimated corpse of Eddie Van Halen. And, Yoko Shimomura. I think that might be, maybe not Mario RPG. Maybe that's more of a Kingdom Hearts 4 kind of thing. But,
I was thinking Mario and Rabbids with Yoko Shimomura and Eddie Van Halen.
well, but Johnny, Mario and Rabbids have a different composer. They got Grant Cokerp on there.
They could have more than one.
Yeah. I don't know if they can, Johnny. I think there's laws in place to protect people from the things like that. Anyway, yeah. So Johnny is not prepared to make a verdict in the Beat It versus Super Mario RPG debate. I understand.
Yeah, I gotta go
both
listen
are quite
to both
good.
again and figure
Yeah,
it
exactly.
out.
You bring your best Yoko track versus the video for Beat It, not the song, mind you, the video, and we'll see who comes out on top. I mean, we respect video game music composers on the show, but I mean, Beat It is Beat It, guys. So,
I feel like Super Mario RPG is the obvious answer.
yeah, that's you feeling like that, David.
Yeah.
That tells me.
The reason that I feel that is because the Beat It video is like 3 minutes long. Super Mario RPG is like 30 hours. Like, one is going to give you significantly more enjoyment.
One doesn't cost anything. It's just on MTV years ago. The other one you have to pay for and play in a video game machine.
You need to have cable to watch MTV.
You need to have a Super Nintendo to play Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, no, all valid points.
Were you there?
Since when does length of anything determine its value?
Yeah, a lot of things are long and not very good. Like, have you ever seen Citizen Kane? That movie's shit. But like,
no. It's that movie's fine. You could pick, like, say, Gone with the Wind. That's long and stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, subjective, but yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm just saying something's length doesn't determine its value. I mean, a perfect 4 minutes versus a very good, Super Nintendo game. I don't know, man.
It's hard. You can't. You have to. It's like when you're at the grocery store, and you're like, "Oh, this thing is cheaper," but you actually look at the price per ounce. You're like, "Oh no, wait a minute, hold on. The better value's over here. This has the better price per ounce, right?" I think there's the same thing going on here. Like, what is the entertainment per frame? Like, how many frames of Super Mario RPG are truly entertaining versus how many frames of Beat It are truly,
and how easy is it to enjoy Beat It at any given moment versus Super Mario RPG? It's there's barriers to entry we're talking about here. Yeah it's a tough comparison.
It's not the most straightforward, clear-cut answer here. I think this is a real this is a real as a hot dog sandwich situation. Like, this could really go either way.
Philosophers are going to be discussing this for centuries.
I'd be curious what happens if you blow the Beat It video out to be 30 hours long and turn it into a Super Nintendo game. Is it still great?
I'm back on
and
board.
if you like compress Super Mario RPG into the length of the Beat It video, is it does it hold up? I'm not sure it does. But that's it.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, we got some research that needs to be done. This has really brought up a deeper discussion than I expected.
Next week's Goof episode is just us talking about that.
Dude, yeah, somebody's gonna be playing Mario RPG, and I'm gonna be watching the Beat It video as many times as possible. It's gonna be very good. Happy 4th of July, everybody!
I just watched the Beat It video for 30 hours straight.
Yeah,
who gets sick of what first?
Mm-hmm. I see it. Anyway, let's finally move on, please.
Game 3.
Let's beat it.
so. One of the bosses in this game was programmed to have a weak spot where all attacks would be about 40% more powerful in order to counterbalance the boss having a resistance to every type of attack. However, this weak spot was not applied to any of the hurt boxes in the game, which means that the boss is basically a damage sponge. Johnny, do you have the hat trick sound ready?
I always do.
Okay.
Why would he have that ready? Jesse
Yeah.
was playing.
I'm
So Jesse says Kid Icarus at the Olympics. Sadly incorrect. John and Johnny both have the correct answer. This is Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
I would like to see Kid Icarus at the Olympics.
I'm
sure
curious who
he's
that would.
good.
I'm curious who that would be because there is no character named Kid Icarus.
Oh,
Fucking imagine Kid Icarus at the long jump. With those wings. I feel like that's
Wait.
cheating.
wait. In Captain N, do they call him Pit, or do they call him Kid Icarus?
Do you really want to bring up character accuracy with Captain N?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why do we need to talk about that?
Of course, a kiss.
Anyway, I was gonna say, yeah, Johnny already did it. You know, Kid Icarus in the long jump would be pretty good. I was gonna say, what event would you like to see?
Archery.
Yeah, besides archery. Okay, yeah. I mean, I could fucking compete in the Olympics in archery. Like, let's get a little more clever with it. What else would you like to see Kid Icarus compete in?
I don't know. Archery is kind of difficult.
It's the easiest Olympic sport there is.
I'd like to see
Literally,
him.
David, if you trained this year, you could have been in the Olympics.
I like.
Oh,
to see
so
like
it's the easiest sport if you train.
It's a fucking known thing. If you want to win a fucking Olympic medal, take up archery. Do you not know this?
Apparently not.
No, you don't. But, I've looked into how to compete in the Olympics, and the way in is archery.
All right, Green Arrow.
I'd like to see Kid Icarus at the Pitt. I'd like to see Pitt at the 1900 Paris
Hit
Olympics.
Icarus.
I'd like to see him do the clay shooting at the 1900 Paris Olympics, where instead of because they didn't shoot clay, they actually shot live pigeons at that one, which is absolutely bananas to me. Or I would like to see him compete in the 1904 St. Louis Olympics, where the winner of the marathon rode 11 miles in a car. I'd like to see Kid Icarus run in that marathon and beat the guy in the car, or ride in a car and win the marathon, and also do all the rat poison they're all doing back then. That would be quite fun to see too. The early Olympics are pretty wild. Like, they were pretty bananas.
I like how you're referring to the Olympics in the early 1900s as the early Olympics, as though the early ones weren't like 476 AD.
Was ancient.
Early modern Olympics, but you're right. You're right. The Olympics are very.
Johnny doesn't want to see anybody naked doing athletics. He wants Kid
No,
Icarus
John. That's where you're wrong.
defying Hitler.
John, I would love to see a lot of naked people doing athletics. That would be incredible.
Did you mention the hurdles?
God, imagine like your dick hitting the hurdle.
Clang,
like
clang, 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 clang.
This is why David could never compete in the naked Olympics.
Yes,
his dick cannot clear the hurdle.
Yeah, that's why David can't compete in the Olympics.
You're here for the shot put, huh, David?
That, and he forgot to take up archery.
Or the javelin.
Yeah, what if you
Pole
threw
vaulting?
the javelin? What if you threw the javelin straight down someone's dick hole?
God,
Oh no!
imagine pole vaulting, but the pole vault is your own dick.
Only David can imagine this.
Yeah. They'd have to like take him, back to like test him for doping. They're like, this thing's way too big. You're obviously on drugs.
It's a dope ass dick you got there. You're disqualified.
Yeah.
Anyway, game 5.
So, so Smash Brothers Brawl. Is this the one on the Wii?
It is the one on the Wii.
It's the one fireworks.
It is the one with fireworks. This game introduced multiple characters who use blades. It was the introduction of Meta Knight, Ike, Pit. This game also has an item that's never appeared again. The Cracker Launcher, which is a cannon that shoots fireworks.
Oh, damn it.
It's a good weapon. I love that.
Thought it shot white.
It was an awesome item, and I had kind of forgotten about it until I was watching a video of somebody going back and like playing Brawl, and it popped up. It's like, oh yeah, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't that come back? That item was fucking awesome.
Was that the only item they had that like had a tilting mechanic to it?
I believe so, yeah.
Maybe that's why they didn't bring it back.
You could actually aim it, and I remember because the like cannon part was basically just like a giant tube, and like Mario would drop to one knee to kind of like guide it and aim it.
Yeah, it's like a spud gun on the beach. Fucking you hold that big thing, you fill it with hairspray, and then just kabow, you shoot somebody with a potato.
They love it.
Yeah, it's great. Actually, I should clarify. I've never shot anybody with a spud gun. You launch the potato a long distance. You don't actually shoot somebody. It's very dangerous. But yeah, no, they should bring that back. If they want to simplify it, either make it like the fucking Super Scope where it just shoots side to side, or make it like Snake's Mortar where it shoots up, or make it like a thing where you get 8 shots and each time you shoot it, it changes the angle somehow. So you just do like a sweeping motion with it. I'd be into any of those ideas. I love that Cracker Launcher. It was great.
I think it really played into Smash Brothers like cartoony violence of like, we want you to blow somebody up, but not in a deadly way. Just shoot fireworks at them.
Right.
That seems fine.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, that's what they used to do in the day.
Yeah, dude. Have you never had a Roman candle fight? Like, shooting fireworks at people is a classic thing that you do.
Right. Actually, I am curious on this. David, have you had a bottle rocket or a Roman candle fight in your life?
I've had a bottle rocket fight, not a Roman candle fight.
Okay, word. Good. I'm glad. I was worried you hadn't lived.
I was good.
No, I'm from Florida. I've definitely done that.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. What's the most direct hit you ever laid on somebody with a fucking bottle rocket?
I got somebody like in the side thigh.
Mm. The bottle rocket fights were always fun because, I mean, yeah, they usually just kind of whiz past you and scare the shit out of you. Like, very seldom did you get hit with them and have them, like, explode upon you. Roman candle fights were fun, though, because, you know, it's like little flaming pieces of cardboard. So, like, you get hit with them, but, like, as long as you don't get hit directly in the eye, you're fine. They just kind of smack you and go out. Like,
Yeah.
that said, I shot Phil Bryant square in the forehead with one. You know, really kind of like it and blow Phil's eye out. I think he probably could have blinked it out, but, you know, whatever.
Yep, he would have been all right.
May just be me, but I would probably edit that out of the podcast.
Why? Phil's cool? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, admitting to shooting somebody in the face with a Roman candle. Maybe you don't want to advertise that.
I think the statute of limitations had passed. It was 2002, man.
Yeah.
You know, what? You think Phil's gonna sue me? He deals drugs at Jaguars games. What the fuck is he gonna do, man? Like,
If there's anything
love
you
Phil,
should
man.
edit out, it's that part where he just
Yeah,
blew
maybe
up Phil's
that
spot.
Shout out to you, Phil, dealing on drugs and getting people into Jaguars games for free. We love you, baby. Yeah. I was literally just hanging out with you know, the old gang, and Michael was talking about how he would always roll to a Jaguars game with Phil with no tickets, but no doubt that they were going to be able to enter the game because it always just worked out somehow. So yeah, that's man, yeah, love Phil. Good
Classic
times.
Phil.
Classic Phil, man.
It always just worked out, just like Smash Brothers games.
Exactly. You know, eventually you just kind of come up to somebody and you sell them a little bit of weed and they give you their Jaguars ticket and then you win the Smash Brothers match. Wait, no, I'm mixing up two things again. Sorry. Yeah, Smash Bros. Brawl, it always just kind of works out. You know, no matter how many times you slip and fall or, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other weird things that were exclusive to Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah, the
fantastic game.
The random slip and falls were a pretty crazy addition.
Kind of wish they hadn't done that, or at least made it an option to turn it off. Like, that really frustrated me.
Oh, there's that whole thing, that Other M project, where you could like mod Smash Bros. Brawl to turn that kind of thing off and turn off the
Right.
stage hazards and things like that. And
Again, it gets into the how easy is it, you know, like Beat It video versus fucking, you know, the game we were talking about earlier. Like, I don't want to fucking have to play a mod. Like, just fucking release a Smash Brothers game with no tripping. And that's what they've done in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The last,
I,
what, like 16 years?
something like that, yeah. I do love Brawl, though. Feels like that was the last Smash Brothers game with any soul. But
you know why? Because of the tripping.
exactly, the tripping was really the heart of the game. Oh man. It wasn't the Subspace Emissary or the fantastic music or the fantastic new characters.
Nope.
It was the tripping all along. It was the tripping and the fireworks shooter.
The real
what
soul
really,
of the chips he had along the way.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Sometimes you slip trying to grab that cracker shooter. Oh God. Love me some Smash Bros. Brawl. David, what's your favorite guy besides Pit in Smash Bros. Brawl?
Outside of Pit, I played a surprising amount of Wario in Brawl.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't like it. He's good at Brawl. I don't like it.
I don't have like a particular fondness for Wario, but he was just a lot of fun in that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Johnny, who's your Brawl guy?
Kid Icarus.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just being stupid and not saying Pit. Favorite Brawl guy. Was Meta Knight in Brawl yet or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, probably Meta Knight then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's his debut, and he is obscenely broken in that game.
Yeah. I don't care about things that are tournament legal. I always had fun playing with and against Meta Knight. Jesse, who's your Brawl guy?
Probably Kirby.
Oh, okay. Word. Can't miss with Kirby.
Nope.
Yep.
And John?
Classic. Oh, I mean, it's Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snake and Brawl was something real special, man. It was showtime.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, 'cause, that was the first third-party character to show up in a Brawl game. Like,
Yeah.
In a
Snake
Smash
and
Bros.
then Sonic.
yeah, in Smash Bros. Game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Snake, and then Sonic showed up in that very same game,
Yeah.
and that opened the floodgates for the rest of the series.
Forbidden Door was open.
Yep, exactly. Blown right open, man. Fucking On the other side of it was taboo. Is that the answer to your Boss Sponge trivia thing there, David? Was it taboo?
No, it was actually Rayquaza from the Subspace Emissary.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like that either.
Apparently they programmed like, oh yeah, we're going to give him a weak spot. Where should we put it on him?
Whoops.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't ship the game, did we? Oh, no. Sakurai, you fuck up. God,
New
can't
episode
believe you-
title.
Yeah. We really need to do more episodes in which we call Sakurai a fuck up. I mean, what was he thinking, man? Fucking putting his heart and soul into so many games and doing one minor error. How dare he? Yeah, I loved Brawl, man. Good game. Yeah, could have used more fireworks, to be quite honest. Oh wait,
I agree.
I thought of some more fireworks in it though. Did it not have an Animal Crossing stage?
I believe it did.
It did. It had Smashville before the Villager was even there, and you could do it on special nights and get a fireworks show. There, I found the other fireworks. Smash Bros. Brawl, perfect game, 10 out of 10, minus some intangible point for tripping. But plus extra points for Snake and Kid Icarus being in it. So,
The
yeah.
character's name is Pig.
10 million points for Kid Icarus.
Game 4.
Tonight our dreams will all come true. Come with me, cast all the stars in the sky to golden love and delight, a party that will never end. Take me, you know I am royalty. My words lost, still I'm lonely. I just want a king to get on his knees, grovel for me, go and get down. Move your body or get out. Move your body or get out. Think you've got fresh moves? Come on, Buster Cruise. Show me your passion, bring us the heat. Now's your chance, prove that you're my king. Come on, boy, dance. Yeah, yeah.
Pack it up, boys, step up the battleground. The golden god is here, your king is now crowned. No rocks or rings can compare to the king's blinding badass pure drown in the light of the champion's might. Bury his soul in the night.
I think it really is over that time. Okay. So, as though this game were adhering to some sort of theme, every main character in this game has 7 weapons. Good. Good stuff. I bet everybody's feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Better be. Oh, man. Johnny, you need to write something more on there. Jesse says Final Fantasy VII Remake. David says Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I'm writing intergrade.
Johnny says Final Fantasy VII Intergrade. Everybody is wrong.
Oh.
No, guys, this is a little game that came out this year called Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
This is the third time you've used this.
Yeah. It's 3 in a row now.
Beautiful.
I mean, the first time was the Queen's Blood card episode. Last episode was the Final Fantasy VII minigame focus. Tonight, let's discuss the combat of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because guess what? There's blades. mainly in the form of the blades that Cloud wields. But you know who else wields blades? Jesse, who wields blades?
Let's see. Yuffie.
Yuffie. They say they're quote-unquote oversized throwing stars, but all of them are giant, like, multi-pronged blades that slash at people. You can hit people with them and throw them. And they also, almost all of them contain the word blade in their description. They're blades. Now, does anybody else wield a blade in these games, Jesse?
Thinking. I mean, Red 13 has his claws and teeth. That doesn't really count, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Think
Six-
about guys with guns for arms.
I was gonna say Barrett as a joke. Does Barrett get a blade at some point?
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
I'm just telling you to think about him because I like Barrett. Think about Barrett
He
and
does
his.
get that weapon where it's like a ball with spikes on it. It's pretty funny.
Yep.
Let's see.
David, think about a Final Fantasy VII character that might wield a blade. Who you got?
Oh, Sephiroth.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's a guy named Sephiroth in this game. He's got a pretty big blade.
I was thinking.
And actually,
Come with me to hell!
that guy also wields big blades. There is actually a part early on in the game where you do play as Sephiroth in a flashback.
Oh, that's right.
I would not call him a main character, but there's actually one more blade wielding character. So,
I mean,
Jesse, come on.
I would say Sephiroth is a main character of Final Fantasy.
Not
VII.
in terms of being I'm sorry. The main party of Final Fantasy VII. Sephiroth's the antagonist. Yes, he's quite a main character, but they let you like play as him for just a couple of minutes while you're in a flashback. But like, he's not Cloud or Tifa or Barrett or Yuffie or Red 13 or Kate Sith. Jesse's Kate Sith use a blade?
No, he uses a little megaphone.
Yeah, I know. It's adorable. He
Yes.
calls out commands on his little megaphone. It's great.
Really cute.
Yep. Who am I forgetting?
Oh, because Zach is in this one.
That's right. Don't forget about classic Zach. Fucking the big Zach snack.
John,
Man.
you asked who am I forgetting, but then you immediately knew what the answer was. I don't think you forgot anything.
Oh, I didn't forget anything, but my memories are a little cloudy, man. They're a little twisted up.
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah, I got a thing going, man. Fucking, it's almost like I don't know. I'm not sure who I am anymore. Somebody might have, I don't know, poisoned me with Mako and thrown me in the live stream or some shit. I haven't gotten far enough in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to reveal all these secrets, but yeah, there's something fishy going on with Cloud, Sephiroth, Zack.
Weird.
All blade wielders, by the way. And yeah, fishy activities going down.
Does it wind up that they're really all the same person? Is that where this is going?
I mean, I don't want. I mean, seriously, no, I don't want Jesse to explain it because I honestly don't know because I didn't play the original Final Fantasy VII. I have the outline of where it's going.
Are they planning to have some kind of party involving citrus fruit?
Possibly.
Like maybe a lemon?
Mm-hmm. that could be what's going on here. They're not all one person. They're multiple men.
Thanks, Johnny.
You're welcome, Jesse. It's not
Why
lemon.
does Johnny get credit for giggling at that? I knew what you were saying.
I know you did, but I just really enjoyed the way he laughed.
It's not lemon party without old Dick.
Exactly. It's not a lemon party without big bad
Exactly.
Sephiroth.
That's how the saying goes.
Yeah. It's not a Final Fantasy VII lemon party without old Zack.
All right, Johnny, pull up Lemon Party and we'll cast.
fuck?
we'll cast the old men as
Old
the Final
Dreamcast
Fantasy
lemon party.
characters. Who's Sephiroth? Is he
Ain't
the
no
one
party
who's
like a
gonna
Liz
blow?
Lemon party because the Liz Lemon party is mandatory.
Anyway, but yeah, there's something fishy going on between all these sexy blade wielding men. Something involving, I don't know, memories and the live stream. But yeah, one thing I'll say. Go on, David.
I was going to say, do you think, and this isn't a spoiler because I haven't played it, but all these like shady memories going around with all of these sexy blade wielding guys, do you think maybe Tifa and Yuffie and Red 13 are planning a surprise party and have wiped the memories of all of the characters because they don't want them to know that they're going to actually throw them a very lovely surprise party.
That would be a pretty great third entry in the series. Like wherever this ends up, wherever Rebirth ends up, the third game should be Final Fantasy VII Reception, and they should have a fucking surprise party. And it's actually or renewal, and it's Cloud and Sephiroth renewing their vows after many happy years of marriage. These are good ideas, David. I don't think that's where it's going. Tifa seems especially suspicious. She pretty explicitly says at the beginning of the game, Cloud wasn't there. Like she's recalling the Sephiroth Nibelheim incident. She's like, I mean, I got slashed up by Sephiroth, but I don't think Cloud was there at all. And then we've just kind of moved on with the game, and everybody's following Cloud still. That's actually one of my chief complaints with the game. I like Cloud. He's a good character. He's got a lot of layers. There's a lot going on there. It's not just sad soldier-eyed angst. He's got a hell of a blade, but my main problem with this game is that I can't swap him out of my fucking party. I've played Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I've played a good amount of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm a little tired of slashing things with a blade, if I'm quite honest. I like playing as all the other characters. You can switch to the other characters, and they all have unique fucking combat mechanics. Fucking Barrett, you're sitting there blasting guys with your machine gun arm. You got your overcharge thing you're doing. It's cool. Red 13, he's got his savage tactics. Fucking Aerith can teleport between portals and shoot people with magic tempest blasts, so it also kind of look like fireworks. Yuffie is super fun. She's got all kinds of crazy ninjutsu stuff. She can make a doppelganger of herself and double her attack. Who am I forgetting? Tifa? Tifa's just brawling out and fucking, looking a goddamn snack. I love all these characters. But Cloud is always in the fucking party. And it's just I'd like to be able to swap him. Just spitballing here. Hey, Square Enix, update the game. Let me get Cloud out of that party real quick. I want to see what happens when it's Barrett and Kate Sith and Tifa in a fucking party all at once. It's got to be fun. But that's literally my only beef with the game. It's a great game. Beautiful game. Love the cinematics. Love the story. I love the characters. Great relationships I got going. Sephiroth is fucking, ultimate snack, ultimate bad for you snack, but really, really great snack. But yeah, it's just, Cloud's ever presence in your, not only the story, but also in your party is frustrating. I'd like to see him swapped out because, I got two funny talking animals. I think I'm about to find Vincent at some point. I need to be able to fucking swap these guys out. It's just, I don't know. I'm having a blast. I'm loving the game. Loving the blades. There are fireworks that go off of the gold saucer. There's a number of fireworks in the game. It's a hell of a game, a hell of a cast, and I'd like to, make different combinations of them. Johnny, name me your Dream 3 in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Dream 3 is going to be Tifa, Aerith, and Cloud.
Oh, okay. Cloud's in your Dream 3. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Jesse, what about you? Dream 3, no Cloud. And I'm not talking sex fantasy. I'm talking combat.
Kate Sith, Tifa, and Barrett.
Okay. Now, David, dream sex threesome. Anybody? I'll even throw Cloud in there. And you know what? I'll throw in Dr. Hojo.
Oh.
What about Sephiroth?
What about Sephiroth, Johnny?
I don't want to copy somebody else's answer, but honestly, Tifa, Aerith, Cloud.
Okay, yeah, word.
Yeah.
Somehow it's a very good combat threesome and sex threesome. I don't know if that's an unlockable scenario in the game, but I plan to find out if I can take, if there's this upcoming Gold Saucer date and I can do like an MTV dating show situation, Tifa sits at home with her parents and makes fun of me while I date Aerith, and then I fucking, try to date Tifa and Aerith's parents make fun of me, little parental control action.
God.
Actually,
can you imagine if Final Fantasy VII Rebirth turned into an episode of Singled Out?
Yeah,
there we go, Chris Hardwick.
Or fucking like, next, like all these guys are stumbling off a bus to fucking date Aaron.
Or what was the one where they got to look in the dude's apartment?
Room Raiders.
Yeah, that one was fun.
We need Final Fantasy VII Room Raiders, please.
Oh, this guy has a dirty magazine.
Yeah. Oh man, this Seventh Heaven is not very clean, if you know what I mean. But oh look, he's got a picture of a little girl. He must be a loving dad. There's nothing untoward about that. Man.
Oh.
Yeah. Listen, you find out in a recent part of this Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Barrett's adopted daughter, you meet her dad. And spoilers, you kill him. So it made Barrett very sad. It's been a really sad couple of minutes for Barrett in the story. He had to kill his best friend. Oh, dude, dad sad. Yeah, mad sad, that dad. The game's really great. I'm loving the game. I'm going to keep picking it as long as it fits the theme. So just heads up to you guys as you're thinking about themes for next week. If it even vaguely can be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I'm bringing it. So just be ready, guys. Johnny, I've got that backup fan request ready. So let's blaze through that real quick.
Or why don't
Game
we do my
5.
game?
Or we can do Jesse's game next and finish on the backup fan request. Either one.
We don't need a
Game
fan
5.
request. All right, gentlemen. So this game.
Oh shit! Sorry, I thought I said stop after that, and I did not.
And I just figured it out. Thanks to that, Johnny. Way to go.
According to the game's lead engineer, this game has around 65,000 lines of voice dialogue and over 2 hours of cinematics. All right, let's assemble those answers.
You said,
Careful with those hints there, Jesse.
What?
damn it. Now I actually know what the game is. You said 2 hours of cinematics?
Yes. Ooh. So Johnny drew a kitty cat. That's really cute.
Thank you.
John wrote Guardians of the Galaxy, and David wrote Metal Gear Solid 4. Those are all incorrect. No, this is Marvel's Midnight Suns. And
I realized it after I made my joke answer.
oh,
You fool.
you fool.
I mean, honestly, David, I'm not trying to grill you here. I'm just saying, did you not hear Marvel music in there? I mean, like, that's the thing. I was like debating on what Marvel game this could be. I thought maybe it was a Lego Marvel game. I was trying to think of which one of those maybe featured Deadpool. And then I was like, I don't know. The most recent one I can think of is Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, the music there at the end didn't sound Marvel-esque.
I didn't pick up on that now.
That's fine. Just checking. Jesse, what the fuck is Marvel's Midnight Suns? I'm legitimately asking that, not in anger, mostly in what is it?
This game.
I have no idea what this is.
This game, fucking. I've been playing this game. It was on. I've been debating on getting it, and it was on sale for the right price, and I finally pulled the trigger. It came out in 2022. It is a strategy RPG involving this group called the Midnight Suns, and it's like a supernatural group mainly. So like this game, like Blade is in it, so him existing in the game is the theme.
Well, damn, yeah, that's pretty goddamn Blade.
And he's funny. and he's fucking badass. You got like, let me see the whole list because
Is it
it's
Jubilee? If you got
Oh.
Jubilee and Blade, then we win.
so Jubilee is not in it, but there are several X-Men, and they know Jubilee, and I feel like that counts.
Now, here's a question for you, Jesse. I'm looking at this cast list here. I mean, I know it's not fireworks in the sense that Jubilee does it, but whatever Scarlet Witch did before the MCU, would you say that Scarlet Witch is a character that is capable of making fireworks?
I mean, yeah, she could just say, "I want fireworks," and they happen.
Right.
Like she's so powerful.
But also just like the hand stuff before it was just like vague, Olsen third girl doing the fucking twisted hands. Like,
Well,
you know,
Doctor
there were, like,
Strange did
things
that
that-
too.
yeah, but that's like Doctor Strange's thing.
Yeah.
You know, he like casts summoning circles and things with his busted surgeon hands.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like Scarlet Witch or Wanda has been kind of reduced to just, I don't know, girl doing funny hand signs and shooting red energy in the movies. And it feels a little bit like something was lost there. I feel like there should be something more going on there. And I'm not saying they're fireworks, but I don't know. Would you say Doctor Strange makes fireworks?
I feel like when he does that, like especially in the movies, when he does the spinning circle thing, it looks like
Sling ring, baby.
it looks like sparklers,
Right.
coming out of the side. So like,
I agree. You're right.
obviously.
Now, here's a question. Would you say that sling rings are a better firework than smoke bombs?
Depends on how much smoke the smoke bomb produces. Like if it's like the whole fucking street down in the neighborhood is like, well, no one can drive here for like a couple minutes, then
Right.
maybe the smoke bombs.
Okay, what if at the end of Avengers Endgame, instead of a bunch of portals opening up, a bunch of smoke bombs
Like they're
fell
ninjas
off?
or something.
That would be incredible.
Ninja
Honestly,
smoke.
I would
That'd be pretty
I would
cool.
love that.
Somehow it would look better than the CGI in that scene. Just everybody going, God damn, what is happening here?
Yeah.
Get all the women together. Get the gauntlet. God damn, my eyes.
+1 for practical effects, man. Like,
They
you could
should've
spend
done
all
it.
this money on bad CGI, or you could spend like $8 on smoke bombs.
God damn. Yeah, somebody call the Russos. They made a mistake. Instead of putting all these guys in a pit in Atlanta and surrounding it with green screen, they could have just thrown a bunch of smoke bombs down.
So much cheaper. So much
I'm
better.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someti-
Suffocate Robert Downey Jr. trying to make Endgame.
Sometimes the old ways are best.
Anyway, yeah. Doctor Strange makes fireworks. Wanda, maybe not so much, but I'm just trying to think of hand effects.
So yeah, this game.
Who else is in the game?
There's a bunch of people. Like it's got such a wide dispersed.
Here's a question.
Like characters.
Is Ghost Rider a firework?
That's
Yes.
close. Okay, and it's Robbie Reyes, so he's not the one with the motorcycle. It's the one with the fucking charger. So,
Awesome.
The muscle car.
Yeah. And one of his attacks is he fucking just jumps on his fucking car on the hood, swinging these fiery chains while this car just fucking runs Hydra people over. It's
Good.
It's pretty amazing. This game it feels like, if you especially like Marvel comics, it feels like you're in a fucking comic book. It feels like the characters all feel like the characters in the comics. The storyline's really it's pretty cool so far. It starts off kind of hokey because comics, but Hydra decides they're gonna bring Lilith back from the dead, and she's this evil it's not the one from Darkstalkers. No, this isn't a Marvel vs. Capcom situation.
I was thinking of the woman from
Frasier?
Frasier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know she had died.
No, she came back.
Yeah. Nah, not Lilith.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a psychiatrist. She's cold.
She's this, the evil like lady demon person, uses powerful dark magic, and that's really bad. And so to fight her, they awaken her son, which is like they call him the Hunter. And
Craven?
no, it's yeah. You would think that's oh, okay. Now I'm upset about that a little
A
bit.
different hunter.
Yeah, it's a different Hunter.
A different the hunter.
And they just call you Hunter. So if I was thinking more, I would have made my character look like Triple H more because
Oh,
you know,
I was
it's just
thinking
been like
Hunter
hey,
Biden.
Hunter. No.
Whips
But,
out his
um,
laptop.
And so you're apparently you're Lilith's son, and you're the person who killed Lilith the first time, and they brought you back from like 1,000 years ago and stuff using magic and stuff. And so like of course Lilith decides, hey, we should take over the Sanctum Sanctorium or whatever, because there's a bunch of magic stuff there. And so Doctor Strange's idea was, we're all gonna leave, and you're gonna protect the Sanctum, Wanda. And she's like, okay. And so she doesn't hold out for very long because somehow she Lilith gets access to Venom. And so like Venom is like super big, has fucking horns, and she can like use his symbiote in like a different way. And so like there's like these big fucking like Venom tentacles all around the Sanctum.
That's
And
not good.
and so there's this one it's funny because like as you're doing this, um you know, you have your group, the Midnight Suns, which is basically like the Midnight Suns proper are like Blade, Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, the Hunter, obviously, and Magic, and Nico. She's like the lady with the cool staff. What is it called? The Staff of One, David?
Yeah, David, who's Nico?
Nico Minoru?
I don't remember.
Oh, she was
She
in
performed
the
with the Velvet
Runaways.
Underground?
No. But so like, and then you got like a bunch of Avengers showing up, fucking like Captain America, Iron Man's there, Captain Marvel, and so like there's this one scene that I think was just really silly and great. Like you have the Avengers over like next to like the war room, like playing in their talk. You know, Captain America's giving a pep talk. Iron Man's like, yeah, that's cool. And then you got the Midnight Suns in another part of the area doing like a magic spell to try to, and it's like, oh, we got the Avengers and these magic emo kids. And so you the spell goes wrong, but you still are teleported into the Sanctum, and you find that Wanda is now under Lilith's control, and it's been getting, you know, real bad times for stuff. But like the combat is really cool. Each character has like a deck of 8 cards, and that's their abilities.
Whoa. Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. After all this, you tell me it's a card combat?
Okay, so yeah, people.
God damn it.
It's closer to look, it's closer to like Bait and Kados as far as like the cards.
You.
Listen,
They were
it's-
so close to having me.
No, listen, because see that's what happened when people heard about this game. They heard card game and they're like, "Fuck that." But so every character has, you know, and think of them as like their abilities, because that's what they are. Their abilities. So when you start the combat, it's like a strategy RPG. It's kind of like XCOM in a way. So you have your characters, 3. Usually you pick 3 for a battle, and then you get your cards with your stuff that you can do. And so the cards are just your abilities to pick from. And so you can play 3 cards. A lot of the cards have like a thing that when you use it, if you kill someone, you get to use it again. But like during combat, there's so much environmental stuff. Like Spider-Man is bouncing around with his webs and kicking people into like stuff. Um, you're like knocking over lampposts to like fall on enemies. You're kicking enemies into other enemies, or Magic. She likes to make portals. So she'll just like put a portal over by like the edge of the building, and then anyone that she knocks back just gets thrown off the building, which is pretty fun. Um, a Ghost Rider can just like open up holes to hell, and you can like knock people into hell, which is pretty great. Um,
Okay, Jesse, I just noticed there's 4 characters marked on here as DLC. Have you gotten any of these DLC characters?
Not yet, but I have access to them. I've been kind of waiting to do it on stream. I think Deadpool's the first one you have to do,
Uh-huh.
which seems pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, Deadpool, yeah, that seems fun. Are you aware of who the other 3 are?
Yeah, Morbius, Storm, and Venom.
Yeah. So Deadpool and Venom seem like, just like, aimed at guys like us. And then Morbius seems like they shouldn't have released him. And then Storm rules. And, I would love to fucking play as Storm in a game like this. But I was, like, looking at the roster. I'm like, wait, DLC? Oh, my God. They expect people to pay extra for Morbius? No.
I mean,
Dude, as long as you can morb, then I'm fine. Like, yes, I will.
That's the whole thing. The internet convinced Sony that its Morbid time was going to move tickets. And, it didn't happen, man. God.
It's unfortunate that movie exists because Morbius, he fits the bill of this game. He's a fucking vampire in a game about fucking vampires. So.
That's true. I'm going to real quick defer to David on this as our resident expert on horror movies and things that suck. David, setting aside even just the Jared Leto Morbius, which, real quick, show of hands, who here has seen the Jared Leto Morbius?
Wow, not what I expected.
Setting aside the awful Jared Leto Morbius, David, is Morbius cool?
He's fine. Like, I mean, he's not one of my personal favorites, but I mean, he's a vampire that occasionally fights Spider-Man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, my mom says
kind
he's
of cool. Your mom, Johnny, I don't turn to her for opinions on these things. Yeah, I like your mom for a lot of reasons, but her opinions on Morbius are not one of them.
But like,
you've never read my mom's Morbius blog?
Yeah. Morbid with Miss Regan.
Steve Blum plays Wolverine again, which is fun.
That's dope. Yeah, makes sense.
An issue I had with the game is the combat is so fun that I just quit. Like, I stopped doing like the story missions because I just wanted to just keep fucking fighting stuff, because it's so fun just knocking people into stuff. It's almost a little puzzly because you have only a certain amount of actions, but you also have the environment to use. So there's a little bit of thinkums in there. The animations look good. The characters are fun. I do have a nitpick. Tony Stark is just... They tried to go like Robert Downey Jr., but like in no way Robert Downey Jr. How he has like that certain kind of cadence in the movies.
I was gonna say, David, you're also our voice expert around here. David, Iron Man in this game is Josh Keaton.
Oh.
But the way he plays Tony is just he talks a little too fast, and it's just kind of, but he still has that. It's like if you were watching like a Robert Downey Jr. TikTok, and you held the screen so it was 2 times as fast.
Interesting. Now, Jesse, here's the thing, about Josh Keaton. He's also Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid 3.
Really? Okay. He does not sound like him.
Would you like it better if Ocelot had access to the Iron Man armor in Metal Gear Solid 3?
Would he still use a revolver?
Probably yes, okay, but he'd have Iron Man armor. My other question: would it make it better if Iron Man at some point did the Ocelot?
That'd be great too.
Would that redeem the performance in the Midnight Suns?
But only if when he did that, Black Panther was there and was like, "What are you doing?
That would be cool. Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?"
Fucking Iron Man Ocelot calls forth reinforcements, and Black Panther just kind of sulks out of the bushes, like, oh man,
I could
can't
help this
believe.
guy."
Yeah, you said it. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Wakanda forever. Fucking. Let's do this.
But the game is it's like the gameplay loop is a lot like the recent Fire Emblem games. So it's like you go, you do your battles, and then you come back to the Abbey, which is like this like secret area.
And you
Um,
choose two superheroes to have kids together?
well, you go like and hang out with different superheroes, and you build friendships, and they're not specific. Like they don't say like you're romancing anybody, but they also don't not say that. And in fact, they've said that like yeah, you can believe whatever your relationship is with your characters, just whatever. But like at one point, Blade started a book club, and so like
Sweet.
so I was like, well, yeah, I'm joining Blade's book club, but it's just so he can like hang out with Captain Marvel, which is kind of cute too. He's like,
I'm into it.
It's like Harold Danvers, and actually, the whole thing was he was trying to just like um have it just be like him and her in the book club, but Captain America overheard them and was like, "Oh, hey, I like books." And they're like, "Oh, we can't tell you can't be in our book club, Steve."
Yeah, can't say no to that. All right, Jesse, last thing. We did the same thing for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Dream threesome in the Marvel's Midnight Suns. Who's your three?
Um,
Combat or sexual? Your choice.
well, this game has really shown me that Magic is a fucking badass character. So I'm really loving it. You know what? I'm gonna go with this is my fun team swords. Whenever I use this team, I use Magic. Um, then my own hunter character because the swords he has is cool,
Oh, sure.
and then Blade. So
Yeah, I mean,
team swords.
feel like there are enough Blade games. Gotta have
There's
Blade
a new one
representation.
coming out.
Sure, there is. They
Blade
announced it
game.
5 years ago with
Yeah.
Mahershala.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got a Metroid Prime 4 trailer recently, so I guess the Mahershala Blade could still happen. David, who's your dream Marvel's Midnight Suns threesome?
I'm gonna go with. I mean, I gotta put Captain America. I'm gonna go with Captain Marvel and Spider-Man,
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
and I'm gonna leave it as an open question whether that's combat or sexy times.
Right, exactly. I was going to say based on positioning and things. Johnny, what about you, man?
Oh God, dream threesome of Marvel characters.
With the Marvel characters from this game, if you get any wrong, it's game over for you.
Okay, so well, Morbius is definitely in
Okay,
this.
good start.
Uh,
Yeah, real sexy.
yeah, I'm guessing Spider-Man's in this.
Yeah.
I just said that I would go with Spider-Man, so yes,
David
he
said,
is.
David said 3 correct characters.
And then the Punisher.
Oh, he's not in this.
Now, here's the question, Johnny. Did you mean that as a combat or a sexual threesome?
Both?
Okay.
Porque no los dos.
Cheating. Cheating. I guess I would do I guess mine would involve Scarlet Witch and Storm and
Magic.
I would
Yeah, can I change from Captain Marvel to Storm?
no, because I'm taking Storm now. I want Scarlet Witch and Storm, and I'll throw Doctor Strange in there. He's getting some strange, and he can't use his hands, so he just does a bunch of side stuff.
You unlock like outfits and bathing suits for all the characters too.
Okay, hold on. This changes all my answers. Bathing suits?
Yes, because there's like a little pool area that you can hang out with them at. This game rules. I'm telling you, I swear, it is one of the most fun games I've played. If you have any love for comic books at all, comic book movies, any Marvel guy, this is just a silly fun. You have a dog that's like a devil dog named Charlie. Like it looks like a devil, but it's also a dog.
Okay, he's not in my threesome.
No, he's not, but he's still cute.
Combat threesome, maybe.
Yeah. Trying to think of some of the other things I wanted to mention. I mentioned the book club. I thought it was also you do a yoga with Blade. Like Blade's doing a lot of fun stuff. Like Blade's like
All right, yeah, Blade's doing the heavy lifting.
downward dog.
Okay, now here's a question, Jesse. Instead of your dream threesome, give me your dream foursome. Recast the middle to older age ladies movie Book Club with characters from Marvel's Midnight Sun.
I've never seen book club.
So just choose your four sexiest older characters. In the movie it was Diane Keaton, Jane Fonda, Candice Bergen, and Mary Steenburgen.
Okay.
Who's the Diane Keaton of Midnight Suns?
Probably Caretaker.
Word. And the Jane Fonda?
Maybe Captain
Ultra
Marvel.
Snack. Okay, I could see it. And now Candice Bergen, who reappeared after, I don't know, I would say a time away. Formerly Murphy Brown, now Book Club.
I'll do Scarlet Witch for her.
Okay, and Mary Steenburgen, Ultra Snack.
Oh, that's probably Magic.
Okay, yeah, word. Those are good choices. And somehow Blade didn't make the book club.
No, unfortunately.
Blade's holding the book club for these four older
book,
ladies.
The book he picked was The Art of War by Sun Tzu. It's kind of dull.
Yeah, doesn't make me love Blade much, but I'm into this game, Jesse. This sounds really good.
It's so good.
Card battling aside, it really does sound good.
It's like you forget that they're cards, because like the actual like combat action that's happening, like the cards are just you telling your characters what to do. It like has nothing to do with it's just.
I still don't love it, but it sounds like a really great game. So I'm intrigued. If this comes on a Game Pass or whatever the PlayStation version of that is, then I might give it a download on your recommendation. I appreciate this.
I would definitely. It's Mephisto is talked about, it's
Not enough games out there with Mephisto.
I know, right? Like,
all right, fine. Assert Mephisto in any of your dream threesomes. Before we go to the calculating computer, man, where are you shoving Mephisto in that in your dream threesome?
Okay, Magic, Mephisto, and Nico. There you go.
Okay, that's magical and deeply sexual.
Calculating computer activated. Computers. Beeps. Boops.
What the heck?
Scoring complete. This game's winner is John Harrington.
What? How is that even possible?
You have
New
2
universe.
points. Everyone else has 1 point. You have the most points.
I can't believe it. I simply don't believe it. I was not expecting to win. I was the guy providing the requests. I was the guy providing the super softball for a third week in a row. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I didn't think I could win this. You guys, what happened? Didn't you guys like firework blades?
I feel like I really dropped the ball because I feel like I definitely should have gotten both your game and Jesse's game.
Yeah, I feel like you should have. Wow.
Yeah, I feel
How
like
embarrassing.
I feel like of the four of us, I had the softest balls tonight. But that's just
It
my usual
happens,
MO.
Johnny.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to have to get Jesse trying again on the show at some point to avoid situations like this where I somehow unexpectedly win. I just...
We can I could change it right now, real quick.
No. I told you, man. I'm
This
have the
game's
only thing
winner is
I have bonus music.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing I'm not prepared to do is bonus tunes. I just I need to think on a theme, and I'm always ready to do that. When's our next live show, Johnny? We're off. We're doing a casual next week, so our next live show will be the first week of July, 10th of July.
Yeah.
Either games to the 7th or games to the 10th. That's easy money. that also gets me back on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You know I'm fucking about it. But no, we don't have to do that. Because I've got a theme based on a game I've been playing recently.
Final Fantasy VII.
A game I've been playing recently called Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. There's something fishy going on in this game.
Games with birth.
Yeah, exactly. Games with
Fish.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. No. I'm just saying there's something screwy going on in this game with regards to your main character. And again, I haven't gotten far enough in the game, but like I'm not really trusting him in the story he's telling. I think his memories are a little askew. And so I would like to do games that are centered around a theme of memory. Whether that means, like puzzles that you have to memorize, or whether you're playing as a character with like a memory thing, or you're playing as Cloud Strife, who I believe has got something weird going on in his brain. I think games with memory as a theme would make an interesting episode. Jesse, what do you think?
What if you save your game using a memory card?
I don't think that qualifies because the memory card is external to the game. So, it's not just
Metal
games
Gear
that...
Solid.
No, the memory card is not part of the CD of Metal Gear Solid.
I hear you like Konami games.
Yes, no, that's a wonderful integration of an external memory card, but like a memory card is still different than a game. I appreciate you pushing me on this, but no, you could still maybe work that as a theme, but I don't want you to say any game that uses a memory card. Like that's not good enough.
Could
But
you use
games.
Could you use a game based on the movie Clean Slate?
It's there.
The Dana Carvey vehicle where you play.
I know the fucking movie
there a
Clean
game?
Slate, Johnny. Yes, the 1994 Dana Carvey vehicle. Yeah, if you find the Clean Slate game for SNES, by all means, bring it. I'd be so happy to hear Clean Slate for the Genesis. But yeah, no, I think that's it's going to be a fun theme. Games in which memory plays a role. So again, like games where you have to memorize things, or games in which your character is having to remember things, or you know what it means. It does not mean any game that was saved on a memory card. If the game again accesses the memory card in such a way like Metal Gear Solid does, that's fine. But no, not any game that used memory. In terms of computing.
So technically that's all games, not even memory
exactly
cards.
See, that is what I'm trying to avoid. So
Guitar
What if
used memory. Yeah.
What if it's a game I forgot about?
By all means,
then I
bring it.
remember it.
Well, no, but you're not in the game.
How do you
Your
know? Were
fucked
you
up
there?
memory isn't part of the game.
Were
But
you
also-
there?
Well, but also if you remembered it, you didn't forget, right? Like you said you forgot it, but now you remember it, which means you didn't forget it at all.
Right? Yeah. You'd have to undo your forgetting of it to feature it on next week's show. So
It's like how you're
no, Jesse.
You'd have to forget something in order to remember it.
Well, yeah, but it's
Schroeder-
like if you
No,
get,
David, that's not right at all.
if you get lost, all right, in the woods, but you eventually get out and get found again, you weren't
pick a man or a
lost
bear?
because you got found. You were maybe bewildered for a few days, right? But like you weren't lost because once something's lost, that's it. That's the end. It's gone forever. That's what lost means. And so yeah, if you forgot, like to me that means gone forever from your memory. So if you remembered it, you didn't forget it. Get out.
I remember a lot of things that I haven't forgotten. I don't understand.
Yeah.
This
I hate
reminds
this
me
now.
of the Winnie the Pooh parts of Kingdom Hearts.
Sure.
Yeah.
Use it if you want. I don't know, man.
I forgot that part of the game.
Oh no. Yeah. So anyway, great theme, guys. Great show. What a night it's been. Thanks to our live viewers, twitch.tv/GameThatTune. It's the place to watch us live. We're live every Wednesday night, either doing the normal podcast or doing some sort of new goofing thing where we try new podcast concepts or play video games with you guys. Join us Wednesdays, twitch.tv/GameThatTune. We love to see you guys. Thank you to everybody checking us out in podcast form. Our podcasts come out Tuesday mornings, GameThatTune.com, or anywhere that you get your podcasts. We appreciate you guys listening to the podcast, enjoying yourselves, subscribing, doing all the things that people do with podcasts for us, Game That Tune. Thank you to our patrons, patreon.com/GameThatTune. It's a great place to support us, support our podcasting endeavors, support radio.gamethattune.com, gttradio.com, the home for 24/7 video game music on the internet. GTT Radio. It's a fantastic thing, beloved by many. Most of all by our supportive Patreons. It's not Patrons. I really hate calling people on Patreon Patreons. I don't think I've done that ever. Special shout out, of course, to our absurd fans on Patreon. You know the people I'm talking about. Daniel Perky, Sam L., Phoenix Tier 2121, Beast Pond, The Kerrigan, and HCO. A fantastic group of Patreons. Or patrons, depending on what you want to call them. Our request tonight came through Discord, and it came to me, and so I don't usually don't have to pass it off to anybody. It came from Kerrigan, Patreon Absurd Fan Kerrigan, made their request in Discord. That's a fantastic place to make requests and hang out with us. Check the show notes for the Discord link. Join us, chat with us. We love hanging out with you guys. And guys, that's going to do it. So, man, you'd think I forgot bonus tunes, but I actually came prepared for just such a thing. I like to pick music that sometimes is a little bit too long for the live show. I like to edit my songs down in preparation for the show. And I wasn't anticipating having much to say about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but, things happen on the show. We talk. So for my bonus tunes tonight, I, of course, have the back half of my third song from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I've got the second half of the Battle with the Crimson Mare Mark II. The battle in the... Oh, what's the name of that place? Jesse, what's the jungle in Final Fantasy VII? Is it Gongaga? Yeah, battle in the Gongaga reactor against the Crimson Mare Mark II. That's the second half of that is our bonus tunes tonight. And, it's going to be our bonus tunes again in the next episode. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to keep coming until I beat it. So I love you guys for putting up with us. I love you guys for listening. Peace out, everybody. Emperor, Rise of the Middle Kingdom is copyright 2002 Sierra Entertainment. Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars is copyright 1996 Nintendo Company Limited. Super Smash Bros. Brawl is copyright 2008 Nintendo Company Limited and HAL Laboratory Incorporated. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is copyright 2024 Square Enix Company Limited. Marvel's Midnight Suns is copyright 2022 Firaxis Games and 2K Games.
And